In this video, we review two types of x squared equations. In part one, we're going to complete the square. We're going to write x squared, take away 10x plus 16 in the form x plus a all squared plus b. Now, one thing to say first of all is do not let the signs of a and b confuse you. A and b can be either positive or negative. So here's the method. To find out what a is, we always divide the x number or coefficient by 2. Minus 10 is the coefficient, divided by 2 equals minus 5. So this is the same as x take away 5 all squared to a point. Now, if I were to expand x minus 5 squared using FOIL or grid method, then we get the following. X minus 5 squared means x minus 5 times x minus 5, which is x squared, take away 5x, take away 5x, and minus 5 times minus 5 is positive 25. So when you expand this, you get the x squared term. Minus 5x take away 5x is indeed negative 10x. However, I get a 25 and only want is 16. So because minus 5 times minus 5 is plus 25, and to get back down to 16, I need to take away 9. Because 25 take away 9 gets me back down to the required 16. So I have completed the square. In this case, a is negative 5 and b is negative 9. Now, one thing we can use this for is to actually sketch the x squared graph. Now, an x squared graph in this form is a bit like a smiley face on a pair of axes. And this actually tells us where the bottom or the vertex of the graph is. And to get the vertex coordinate, what we do is we change the sign of the number in the bracket, but we keep the sign of the number outside the bracket. So the vertex in this case has a coordinate 5, minus 9. So if you were then asked to sketch the graph, then we can draw a pair of axes, x and y. 5 across 9 down, it's only a sketch. 5 across minus 9, and then imagine just a smiley face through that coordinate. Now, as another observation, the number in the original equation is actually where the x squared graph cuts the y-axis, so positive 16, again not to scale, but the y-intercept is up here somewhere. So imagine a smiley face coming down. It'll look something like this. So there is a x squared smiley face, a nice symmetrical graph with a vertex at 5 minus 9 and an intercept at 16. So this is the graph of the x squared, or y equals x squared. There's also a graph of the form x squared plus y squared, where both the x and the y are squared. And it says describe the graph. Now, it's actually quite a simple graph. And to get this, imagine in your head what numbers square to make 9. Only a sketch, but we know that 3 squared makes 9, but also 3 squared makes 9, but also minus 3 squared and minus 3 squared. All 4 values here would give you the value of 9 in that equation. So imagine what passes through 4 coordinates. It's basically a circle. So there's a sketch. Not the best circle, but still a sketch. So this is a circle with a centre at the origin with a radius of 3. And one possible extension question might be, can you find the area of the circle with that equation? Well, we know that the area is pi times radius squared. So the area would just be 9